how's it going? I'm over here at my house. Got over here on Saturday night after I took like 3 loads. Let's see, I did that one from Alabama to Pottsville, Pennsylvania, to the Tyson up there. That one went fine. All I remember about that one is all the traffic and all the, you got to go up I-81. That's always a nut road. I got that one delivered, and then I went down to that Love's in Jones something, Pennsylvania. Down there on I-81 exit 90. Because I didn't have a load or anything, so I just went down there. And I took a break. That place is kind of nutty. There's no really good internet down there. And then another thing that happened down there was a TMC truck ran over the front of the service truck, the Love service truck. And I seen him over the top of it when I went to take a shower. Like the hood of the truck, and he ran his trailer up over the top of the hood. Then when I came back, that truck was all torn up. The TMC truck was gone, but the Love's truck was all torn to heck. Well, anyway, after that, my fleet manager sent me a load from Hazleton, Pennsylvania, JBS up there to Wintersville, Ohio. It ain't my favorite load, because I hate going to that Walmart over there, Wintersville. It's just a pain in the rear to get to. There's no good way in, no good way out. It's just, because you don't want to go. If you ever go to that place, never go off of I-77 up 22. You'll be wishing you hadn't, because it's up and down and through a bunch of little towns and windy this way and that way. And then the only other way, the way I was coming from, you have to take 22. Gotta go through Pittsburgh and go in that way. It's a big pain in the rear. And I got that one delivered. And then they sent me, well, before I got there, they had sent me another one going from Delta, Ohio, down to Kroger in Delaware, Ohio. It was a load of tomatoes from the tomato place up there in Delta, Ohio. I got them big greenhouses up there. So, I did that one. I didn't really want to do it. I just really wanted to go home from Wintersville, but sometimes I don't want to fight with my fleet manager, and I don't want to look like a dickhead, like a whiner. All I was wanting to do was go home. And he was trying to get me there, so I did it. But it ended up being a kind of a pain in the rear, because I had to go, I went to that Delaware Kroger, and it took them 7 hours to unload it. But it was fine, because I probably would have ended up needing a 7-hour break anyway, because I had to do my split break to make it down there, because it picked up at 8 p.m. and then it delivered at 6 o'clock in the morning, so there wasn't enough time to get a 7 or an 8, so I could only see. So, and I only had a certain amount of time, and if Kroger didn't get me unloaded quick, then I would have had to take a 7. So it didn't matter if they took 7 hours. I think I'll be getting some detention from that. But anyway, then I went home from there, from Delaware. But at first I had to take my empty to Pillsbury over there in Wellston, Ohio, and drop it off. Because they were bugging me about the empty trailer, wanting me to get rid of it. It's funny how when I was training, they never did bother me about the empty. I just took it home every time, never heard a word about it. But as soon as I quit training, then all of a sudden they want their trailer dropped off somewhere. So I guess there's perks to training. I'm on the regular people list now, I guess. I don't get no perks anymore. Anyway. So yeah, I took it over there because I didn't want to be all stressed out. I was thinking about just bringing it home, but they told me if I did that, then, well, if sales catches you with it, then they'll charge you per day for it or something. So I said to heck with it. I imagine I could have got away with keeping it, but I just dropped it off over there. But now when I go back to work, I'll have to go looking for one. Because, you need a trailer. I'll probably have to go all the way back up there. So, since I didn't have a trailer, I just drove up to my house. Usually I park at the truck stop down in Grayson, but if I'm bobtail, sometimes I'll just drive up here. But I live up on a crazy road. It's like it's out in the boonies up a mountain. So anyway, I can kind of describe it. So you got to be real careful on the road. And a lot of the times the thing, I guess you say Omnitrax, the GPS locator on the truck, it don't know where I am when I park up here. For some reason, it thinks I'm out there in western Kentucky, and they'll give me loads from over there if I stay up here. So a lot of the time, I'll take, like, tomorrow or the next day, I'll probably take the truck down to town, down to Grayson, Kentucky, and park it at the truck stops, because then it gets a better fix on it. But they still give me weird loads. Like, you'd think I'd always get a load out of Smithfield, going, heading out from Smithfield down there in Grayson. But I've only in 6 years gotten maybe 2-3 loads out of there from home time. But anyway, let's see. I'm going to talk about what I did. Well, what are my plans for the future, since I'm not going to be training? And what am I going to do? I think what I'm going to do is, I've always been planning this kind of. I'm just going to run solo, like I used to. And I'm going to get me an Ace Lease truck coming up here. My lease is up here in March. So I got to order that. I got to order my new truck coming probably November or December. But if they don't have Peterbilt's back as an option by then, I'm just going to wait and probably extend this lease till whenever, till like June, maybe. And then I'll get my lease purchase truck and start paying on it, just driving solo, because I don't want a team drive in it, because I want to keep it good. And I'm going to drive it until it's paid for. And that's sort of my plan for, not retirement, but semi-retirement. Like, a way to work less. Because by then I'll have it paid for, and I can just stay home more, because I won't have to be paying the truck payment. So, but that'll only work for so long, because you can only keep the truck for, I think it's 5 to 7 years on the fleet. And then you got to get a new truck. So I'd have to cycle through again. But I don't know. We'll see what happens by then. By the time I pay for it, I'll either stay at Prime and do that, or I just work. I'll take more home time. Not an extensive amount, but I can take weeks at a time. And they go back when my money's depleted, and I don't have any payments, so I'll be able to just stack money and then stack enough to come home for a while again. That's what I'm thinking about doing. And another thing I could do is, when the truck's paid off, if I'm tired of Prime or whatever, I could go somewhere else, which is highly possible, because for some reason they're doing a lot of stuff lately that's aggravating me. Which is why I ain't been making a whole lot of videos, because it's hard to be positive when you're kind of irritated at things. Just the whole system is kind of irritating. It's just business, though. They're going to do what's best for them. And I'm going to do what's best for me. The whole training thing's kind of soured me. But I don't want to just sit here and make videos about how I'm soured on it. So I'm just going to move on with my plans. I always had those plans anyway. But since I was training, I was thinking about just getting another regular lease truck, because I didn't want to run up all those miles on my lease purchase truck, because I want to have it to be good when I'm done paying it off. I don't want to have like 500,000 miles on it or something, because then I won't be able to, it'll just be wore out by the time I pay for it. But anyways, that's kind of my plans. It's just preliminary, but we'll see if it works. And for me, I've been with Prime for 6 years, so now my down payment will only be like $8,000 on the truck. So that'll be better. You got to put the $5,000 down, And then I'll have to come up with the other $3,000 when the truck comes in. I was gonna do this truck I got right here as an ace lease, but I never did do it because at that point I didn't have enough money to do it, because I would have had to put, I think, $11,000 down, and I didn't have it at the time. So, and I was still in the mindset to train. I think I'm pretty much done with that now, because they've ruined it, and they don't really care. They're just gonna do it the way they want to do it. But anyway, it's enough bitching about training. It's time to move on to more positive things. Prime's still a great company to come train at. Come get your license and get your training and get your own truck and, finish your year's commitment, and then either stay or go do what you want. Prime is what it is. It's an OTR company, so you're gonna be away from home. You gotta be able to commit to that and still do it. You're gonna be away for weeks at a time. That's just how it is. That's how it's set up. That's why a lot of people leave, because they just get burned out from that. But who knows if I'll leave or stay. If I can get going at a slower pace after my truck is paid for, I'll probably stick around, because you can still make good money, real good money. And I don't think I want to deal with all the, if I go to Landstar, I got to deal with all that other stress of booking my own loads, and then if the market goes to crap, I'm making no money or little money, or I'm in deep trouble, or you're just kind of insulated at Prime. That's why I'm thinking about staying there. And with reefer freight, everybody needs the food. So it's a good place to stay. But you got to be willing to go out. That's why I want to get the truck paid off, so I have more options to not be out as much if I want to. The only bad part I can see about the lease purchase is that after a while they won't let your truck stay on the fleet anymore. So then you're back at square one. You're buying another truck, or but maybe by then you could save up enough money to put up a nice down payment on it, so you didn't it didn't take you as long to pay it off, and then you're back to having a paid off truck. But I don't know. We'll see. That's years in the future. Right now, I'm just gonna try to get to where I can get the lease purchase truck, and then get going with that. And I'll still be running just as much as I'm running now, because I'll have to pay the lease truck off. So anyway, that's about all I got for this one. I'm gonna try to go back to work on Thursday, not take too much time off, because just gets you too much out of the loop, and I gotta keep my money rolling. This week I already won't get a paycheck, because I only got enough to cover, with those two loads, the one I took to Wintersville and the other one, I only got enough to cover my truck payment, so there won't be a check. So I need to get back rolling and get a check for the next time. You don't want to go 2 weeks without a check. So that's another part of the lease thing that's kind of stressful, is you're forced to keep going, because you got to keep the truck making money. But if you have a paid off truck, then you can sit a little bit longer. But eventually you're going to be forced to go still, because you're still going to have some kind of expenses on the truck, and you'd get in a hole, I don't know, $300-400 maybe without working, unless you just need a paycheck, unless you're all the way retired. But for me, people say go local, but for me, I don't really want to do local, because there's no local jobs I really want to do. I'm 53 years old, almost. In another 2 weeks, I'll be 53, so I don't want to go doing a McLean's job, or one of them unloading the truck jobs at the restaurants. Nah, not for me. And the only thing I might consider is going UPS, where they drive the doubles. But that's probably hard to get hired onto, or one of them. And even that doesn't really appeal to me because it's the same thing over and over and over again. Just boring. So no local jobs really appeal to me. People are always like, that's everyone's answer. Just go local. You need to go local. I had a guy tell me OTR wasn't for me because I go home. You know, if you need to go home every month for a week, I think he said a week, which I don't really usually do, but then you're not really OTR. I've only been doing that for 17 years, so I think I'm pretty much cut out for OTR if I can last that long. But yeah, it gets old though. Sometimes it's hard to deal with. After this long, it's really kind of got old. But I still like it, or I wouldn't have done it this long. And there ain't a job around here that would pay me enough to make what I get doing OTR. I take a major pay cut, and I don't want to do that. And then I'd have to work harder too. But anyway, that's my plans. Just gonna get my lease purchase truck and then go from there. But if you want a place to get your CDL, Prime's still a place to go get it. So that's where it's at, you know, because you get it paid for. The only drawback I see is the 50,000 miles. That's an awful long time to be in training. But it is a good pay. People complain about the pay, but that is like top pay for training. Because good luck. Go find somewhere that pays that much. Like it stopped me from training. It's so high. It's not even worth doing it. It's so high. So anyway, I better get back in the house and see what's going on and see what the wife wants to do. Anyway, y'all use my referral code if you come to Prime. If you want to, if you got something out of these videos. And if you use my referral code, drop me a line in my email and tell me you did it, and I'll send you my phone number. And then I'll be your mentor if you want me to. Through the process, I'll answer any questions you have and help you all the way through the process if you use my referral code. And if you use my referral code, it helps you because they look at people with referral codes on their applications before other ones without one. So it'll help you and it'll help me. And then if you want me to, I'll help you through the whole process. So but anyway, that's all I got for now. So y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I guess ring that bell. I don't know what that does. It tells you my videos came out or something. Anyway, y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be nice. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.